Hello, my name is Matthew Marvin, aka ThePokerGypsy. Welcome to my poker blog, where I tell you what it's like to travel and play poker in locations all across the globe. I will be rating the locations 1 through 7 based on how many days a week you can play professionally there. I will also be giving you a meter. The meter represents whether or not I feel that the field was soft or difficult. Now, everything you see is coming straight from the camera phone. I want to bring a new meaning to reality TV. Alright guys, so I always wanted to go around New York ever since, well, seen the movie Rounders. I'll be honest with you, New York is a whole different world. I've traveled the United States. Been traveling the United States for the past, 15 years. New York is still a whole different world from whatever I'm used to. It's an economy driven by favors. That's right. People will go do things for other people for free because they know they're driving an economy. In New York, favors are like currency. Shout out to my guy, Michael Lombardi. Lombardi, excuse me. Forget about it. He kept me alive out there. I'm not gonna lie. He taught me how to eat in New York. He took me and the dog in, gave us a place to stay, and he let me into his world.
Do you only try to show me in ways you don't know?
Y'all just like some kids, bro. It's a world of consistent hustle. In New York, a gambler's getaway is Parks or Atlantic City. And they don't know what a Walmart is.
Do you only try to show me in ways you don't know?
Nowadays, people tend to look over the real art of DJing.
My guy Mike is doing big things in New York, okay? He's got the first legal club that is WPT League sponsored. It's legal because they're only doing free rolls. But he uses the space to sell tables He also rents it out for like an event space. But the guy's so deep in the game, like he makes chips. Anything poker related, this guy makes it. Anything that makes money, he's got his hands in it. He's even getting into throwing some big poker events. He's got some really great weed. He's actually got the best weed in New York. Fully licensed. He also sells packaging. Telling you, watch out for this guy. He's going to be trouble in the industry later. You know, the crazy thing about New York is I'm from the South, right? I know a lot of gangsters. 99.8% are black. In New York, I met 100 gangsters. Ain't none of them black. Got to meet the mob queen. You want to talk about some interesting stories? She got a movie coming out. Just wait for it. Love you, Ginger. Don't shoot anybody before we can get you on a live stream, okay? Try not to shoot Mike. If we were about the same age and we would have met when we was younger, oh, I would have been all over that. Love a dangerous woman who knows how to hustle. And you know I can't forget Pie Face Joe. You know who you are. Charlie, Vinny, the whole gang. Love y'all. And you know I gotta mention Gigi, because, well, if I don't, I know I'm never gonna hear the end of that shit. I've got to be honest with you, though. New York poker is not true poker to me. It's business. It's business because there's people who's running games, and they're sending players to other games, and the people who run games are exchanging players. It's a business. It's not a sport. You know, there's lines of credit. Like, I can go to New York right now and get probably about a $10,000 bankroll, but if I don't pay it back, they're breaking my knees. It's either that or you're going to be doing a lot of favors. So there's a lot of prop playing involved. There's a lot of things being done to help card rooms or people who run games continue to generate money. It's more of a money scheme than a sport in New York. And that's why this is one of the most difficult places to play. Easy to get a bankroll, but some of the smartest players in the world play here. Other than California and Vegas. New York is definitely one of the toughest places to play on the East Coast. Actually, the toughest place. I'll go ahead and say that now. There's tons of games every day in New York, okay? So I don't have to tell you that the competition is tough and you can play there every day. But none of which I'm going to show you. Been to a lot of games. Can't show you no footage on this one. I got like one picture, and this was from just a regular, we got together and we played. No rake involved, no money involved, just chips. But it was a fun, classy time. And in New York, your reputation is important. Like, this is a city, it's a big city, but everybody in the poker community knows one another. And if you were to snitch or rat on the game, you're going to get messed up. And you would no longer be able to go to any of the clubs. So your reputation is everything in New York. There's so much going on in the city, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts. You got to see Coney Island, though. Coney Island is beautiful. Yeah, man. The tolls are crazy in New York. Like, you got to have $50 to at least go see a family member. Also, there's unspoken rules. Like, if you're in Brooklyn, you can't take a right on red, even though there's no signs. Also, beware of the cameras. If you haven't been to New York in a while, and you're going back, if you go over 25 miles in a residential area, the cameras are going to snap you a picture and give you a ticket. New York is definitely the concrete jungle. New York is definitely the city that never sleeps. You can get Chinese food and pizza 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Nowadays, people tend to look over the real art of DJing.
That's the New York life in a nutshell.